In this video, I'll be taking you through the process of short selling a particular crypto asset to try and make profit. Yeah, so we're going to borrow some crypto, sell it, buy back in, and hopefully make a profit out of that. I never do this kind of thing. All right, let's get into it.
Yeah, gotta do it like that. You've been listening to the Learn Cardano podcast. Gotta get it hype. Crypto is what we like, but this is not investment or financial advice. Gotta do your research, cause it's risky. We know it is. This show is educational and it's informative. Crypto's the future, really, it ain't no debate.
Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. If this is your first time here, I'm Peter Buey. I do a lot of Cardano related content, not so much on the trading side. This is probably my first, I think one of my very first videos where I'm showing you a particular trading strategy. And because it is such a bear market at the moment, crypto assets are moving down. This is a method that a lot of people are using, and I was trying to investigate how it actually works, the mechanics behind it, how you can actually do it in the Cardano ecosystem at the moment, and then maybe make some profit out of it or get completely liquidated and lose everything. Maybe I'll go for that path and lose everything because that's my general pathway through crypto trading. You put some assets in and you lose everything. That's exactly what I've been doing for the last 3 years. Now, if you like this kind of content, please consider giving me that thumbs up, click the subscribe button and click on that notification bell and you get some more really cool Cardano related content. But let's get into this. So first off, what exactly is short selling? And this here is a lovely definition here from our friends at Investopedia. They have such a great resource in regards to investing in the TradeFi space, traditional finance, and also in the crypto space as well. So short selling, investment activity in which an investor, me or a speculator in this case in the crypto space, borrows securities or crypto and sells them in hopes of then purchasing the securities, crypto, at a lower price in the future. So I have to take out a loan of this particular asset, sell it at that point, and then buy it back in the future, hoping that the market's gone down and the price of that asset is cheaper. And the difference in that selling price at when I sold it to the buying back price is sufficient enough to be profitable, pay back my loan interest rate, and then I can pocket the difference after that. So that is short selling. So this is what we're going to try at the moment. Now, they do have a big article, pop-ups. They do have a big article here all about it as well. So I do highly encourage you to read over and understanding short selling. I'll put a link for it down below in the show notes so that you can understand a little bit more about it. Now, I'm going to be using the platform here at AADA. So this is a borrowing and lending protocol, peer-to-peer borrowing and lending protocol on Cardano, so that we can borrow some sort of asset and then go through the process of selling it and then hopefully watching later as the market goes down, fingers crossed it goes down, that it will make some profit for us. Now, because this is a peer-to-peer lending protocol, when I go and put up a borrowing request for the min tokens, which I'm going to be using in this case, someone needs to fulfill it. And for the sake of this video tutorial, I don't think anyone's going to fulfill it within the time of the video recording. So I have some min tokens on the side, which I will be selling as an example, and you can be able to see how that process works. So here I've got the AADA dashboard up, and I'm going to go for a loan and borrow some min tokens. So first off, I'm going to connect my wallet here. And I'm going to connect my NAMI wallet. So if this is your very first time connecting your NAMI wallet, it will ask you to authorize the wallet to the website. And you'll see this little pop-up here, and all you need to do is accept it. Now, you might want to note here, all this does is view your balances and addresses on your wallet and then lets the wallet request approval for transactions. So nothing actually transacts at this point in time. So I'm going to click access. There we go. And now I have access to be able to do something on here. So now let's go to market and create a borrow request. So in this case, I want to borrow some min tokens. And let's say I want to borrow 1,000 min tokens. So this is worth 43 ADA. So not too much. This is just an example. I just want to play around with it and see what happens. So I'll click next. I'll do a 30-day loan period. And the interest will be paid in ADA. Recommended interest here is 0.4 0.41%. I might go with that recommendation. Doesn't seem much, does it? But I do want to be profitable in this. So hopefully someone will fulfill this particular loan request. So I'll go next. The collateral. I do love how they are providing all the prompt notifications here. So providing the collateral, I will use 84.54 AADA as my collateral. So that is over collateralized for this particular loan. So you saw the amount of value of the mint tokens was only 40 something AADA, and I'm providing twice as much to facilitate this loan. Now I want this particular loan to expire in a month's time. So I'll go into the future here. And today's date is the 8th. So I might go a little bit longer actually. Might go on the 21st of January. And I'll choose a particular time. So let's see, the time now in UTC is 1 a.m. So I'll go 12 and I should be awake at that time. Now let me just check this. Yeah, it's all in UTC. So I have to make sure that's okay. So I'll go next. Everything here looks good. So 1,000 mint tokens, over collateralized, health factor 1.5. Cool. That should be appealing to someone. Interest rate, very small, very minimal. So it's not a highly risky loan here, and term for 30 days. Or expires, etc. Okay, right. I understand the risk of being liquidated, and I'll go through that in a moment. So let's go confirm. Okay, my request comes up, so I'll just sign that transaction, and there it goes. So now I've put out that loan request. Someone needs to fulfill it on the other side, and let's go to my dashboard, and I can just check that. So I've got my pending loans, maybe there it is, pending. So someone will go through that. It's just creating the request here, so it's not quite on the loan dashboard at the moment. But then once that, hopefully that gets fulfilled, and I'll get the extra 1,000 mint tokens, and I can sell it on the market straight away. There we go. So I can see my request has been placed up. So I can see my debt request here. Someone may fulfill that very, very soon. So for the sake of this demonstration, let's say this loan request has been fulfilled and I've received my mint tokens. But of course in my wallet, I only have 148 mint tokens. So I'll use that as a demonstration. And I can now go over to the MinSwap DEX, and I've clicked on trade, and I have my AADA here. So I want to swap this around, and I want to sell my mint tokens. And then here I'll select for AADA. Great. So that's the trading pair. This is what you see on the screen at the moment. Now, I'm using this particular trading pair, and I'm selling mint tokens because I think min will go down further at the moment. So let me just expand this, and I'll show you what's going on with the mint token and why I think shorting it might be a good idea at the moment. So I expand this, and here earlier in November 22nd, November 21st, the mint token for whatever reason shot up dramatically. There was a huge buying pressure here. A lot of people were buying the token, or a large whale was buying the token at this point in time, and it shot up from, what's the bottom here? 0.0362 all the way up to its high here to 0.0458. So at over 0.01 cent. And it's been trading steadily along this area here, and it started to drop a little bit here. So someone is taking a little bit of profit, and I suspect maybe that this may go down back to its level back here where it was before, as people start realizing taking profits or whatever it is, or what I'm trying to do right now is trying to short the market. So I'm thinking that this may happen. Now I'm putting some other factors in place here. There's no reason for buying the token at the moment, other than it's being a governance token. So if you want to participate in governance, you can buy the token and vote within their platform here, within the governance thing. But I don't see any big proposals or votes coming up at the moment. So maybe I don't want to be holding the token at the moment. I can trade it instead. And there's no other buying upward pressure processes at the moment on the mint token. So a lot of the people are selling at the moment. So they'll get their profits from farming and then selling the token. So over a longer period trend, if we zoom out really far, there we go. So zooming out a lot further. Let's go back to June earlier this year. It's just been a gradual downward trend with a couple of ups here and there, like very minor ups compared to how far it's gone down. And then this big upward trend here further down. when that big buying pressure was coming back in. But in general, like since the launch of the token, it's just been generally going downwards, and I think it may go down a little bit further just to correct itself for whatever happened at this point here. It's going back to down to that 0.03 cents. So that is why I think shorting it might be a good idea, and it may drop down enough to make a profit off this over the next month. Okay, so I've selected max at 148 min tokens there. It's not worth much at all. It's worth that $1.98. There we go, to that much amount of AADA, $1.98. Now, that's more than the trading fees that I'll be paying in a second here. So you got to keep that in mind when you're buying, selling, or whatever on a DEX. That are the batcher fees, the transaction fee, the pool fees as well. So I'm going to click on swap. There we go. So we've got the batcher fees, we've got the deposit fee. So that's for AADA already. We've got the transaction fee as well, and then the pool fees that are involved too. So I'm going to swap this. Remember, this is just an example. You would need to trade a larger amount to remain profitable here. My transaction comes up. Everything looks okay. Okay, I can sign that transaction and away it goes. Brilliant. Okay, so now that I've sold my min tokens, I've got to look for a re-entry point where I can be profitable. So if I had a large amount of min tokens here, I can just wait for this, hopefully to drop a little bit, and then buy back in my min tokens and be at a profitable rate. Now to understand why my need to buying back in, so I've just sold tokens that I've borrowed from AADA on that platform, and I have this loan request here that I then need to pay back. So I need to pay back this 1,000 min tokens which I've borrowed to pay back to fulfill this loan with interest. So now I'm looking for that buyback point to be profitable. Go back to the AADA platform and then repay this loan. Once this loan is repaid, then I'll be able to keep that amount of profit that is left over. Now, the other really important thing that you can't see here at the moment is being liquidated. So the process of being liquidated on your loan is when you either let the loan lapse and it's gone over the period of time which we've requested for, which is a 30-day period here, I think it was for this one, or if the amount of value for this particular loan goes over the collateral, then your loan will be potentially liquidated and you lose your assets that way as well. So it is a fairly risky process in regards to going for a loan. If the market moves in the wrong direction and you get liquidated, then you lose your assets here on the particular borrower lending protocol, as well as already sold it, as well as already selling my min tokens on the market here and the market going in the other direction. So it's gone, I've sold here and it dramatically rises up again like it did with this big spike here, and I make a massive loss. So one, I make a massive loss because the market's gone up and I've sold low, and I still have this loan opened on AADA and I have to pay that back. I have to buy min tokens at a bad price and pay it back, or else I'll lose my AADA. So it is a rather risky process of shorting a particular crypto asset. But if it moves in the right direction, if you can read the charts and you understand what the mechanics are, what the buying and selling pressures are on a particular token, it can be profitable as well, especially in a bear market. Now, I'm not a financial advisor or a professional trader. I am far from any of those, but this is a really interesting strategy that I've heard other people doing at the moment. And I really wanted to try it out for myself. I want to see what other people are playing around with and how they're losing money, how they're losing their crypto assets, or how they're potentially making some extra profits in this bear market. It is quite hard. Like, my strategy is just to buy something and hold and wait 4 or 5 years. But, you know, people are trading at the moment and making a little bit of profit here and there, or losing some profit here and there, so that they can actually make a movement on this in the bear market. But let me know what you think in the comments down below. Have you done shorting before? Are you going well with what you're doing on AADA or trading on MinSwap or any of the other decentralized exchanges on the Cardano ecosystem? I'd love to hear what you guys think. And hopefully hopefully I'll be able to get some interesting people. There has been a request in the comments about other people getting them in that actually can read the charts, understand the trading algorithms and everything else around it. I do want to learn. I do want to share what I learned with you guys too. Now, if you got something out of this content, please consider giving me that thumbs up, click the subscribe button and click that notification bell, and you hear more great Cardano related content from me soon. See you in the next video.
Yeah, gotta do it like that. You've been listening to the Learn Cardano podcast. Gotta get it hype. Crypto is what we like, but this is not investment or financial advice. Gotta do your research, cause it's risky. We know it is. This show is educational and it's informative. Crypto's the future, really, it ain't no debate.